Bunch of great players and coaches for their resiliency and to be able to step back up and play some of their best football of the year. By far, maybe our best team effort all the way across the board. I commend the men up front in the trenches for the way they performed, both helping our running game and getting a good offense in Arizona State off the field. Good victory on the road. When you're trying to win a championship, you have to have one of these victories where you come to another team's place in a hostile environment and be able to stay in first, and that's what these guys, these coaches and these players were able to do. I'm extremely proud of them. Injury-wise, we had 2 injuries. Vi had a knee injury that will be evaluated, and James Tolan had a shoulder injury that will be evaluated. With that, we'll answer any questions that you have.
But what do you think was the difference in the ground game tonight from the last few weeks?
I thought the offensive line took a challenge this week, and I thought they really controlled the line of scrimmage. And then when you have great runners like Ronald Jones and his crew behind him, it makes it all go together. I know I use the word balance all the time, but that was balance. You know, when you have 300+ yards rushing, it makes it easier for a quarterback and a group of wideouts to be able to get open. I really commend, like I said, the big men in this game on both sides of the ball because I thought they controlled the line of scrimmage.
What did you see on your 2 long rushing touchdowns, Ron?
Great offensive line play up front, receivers taking away the corners and safeties for me, so just splitting it and it comes down to a race at that point.
We broke a couple tackles on the first one.
Yeah, 82 sealed that block for me, so I just came off his butt, and took it to the house.
Clay, how important was this win for you guys just after last week's? It was one of the worst losses in Notre Dame to come back and win by 4 or 5 touchdowns.
And these are very prideful individuals in that locker room, both as players and coaches. And I praise this team because they never stop fighting. Obviously, it's a confidence builder. We knew we had a lot to play for. We're sitting here in first place and control our own destiny, and we knew that this was the next step. Now we have another big step next week with another Arizona team that's playing really good football. So I can't. Sometimes you never, as a head coach, want that lingering mentality coming off of Dallas. Usually the better teams can clear it out. It's one step and clear, one play and clear. And that's what these kids did tonight. They came out here, they had their jaw set, and played some of their best football of the season.
Clay, how did you find out that they had overturned the Hail Mary at halftime? And did you get an explanation for why they sent you guys off into the locker room?
No, I stayed out. I stayed out once both groups left, and it took so long. I just figured that it had to be overwhelming evidence for them to turn it after a referee makes that call. But obviously, they saw something. It is what it is. We have to live with it as part of the game. I stayed out just to see what happened. It took a while, and then they said it was a touchdown, so I told them to go in and get the guys and come back out.
Sam, can you talk about the development of Tyler Bonds in a big part of the passing game?
Yeah, Tyler's been a huge part of the passing game for a while now. I think just the way he works and the way that every single play he thinks the ball's coming to him, and I think that's huge. That's a really great mentality to have as a receiver, and I think our whole receiving crew really thinks like that, and I think leaders like Tay and JG and Steven really set the example in the beginning of the year and in the off season and all that on how to attack every single day like it's your last day of football. And we all love the game so much, and it's easy when you love the game so much to come out every single day in practice and just work hard for your guys.
Right. How important was it to the run game that the pass game got off to such a big start and kind of opened up the field for everybody?
Yeah, I really thought T did a nice job being aggressive early. We had seen the location of their quarter safeties and how low they had played the past 2 weeks compared to what they had started off the season. And the plan was to go in and to try to throw it over their heads, to try to back them off. Whether we hit them or not, we thought it was going to be important. And you know, even on the first play, we try a post route, and you know, we got a one-on-one situation, and it made the safety literally back up the rest of the time, and then Deontay runs a stop and go on the safety to score the first touchdown. Great throw by Sam, but I thought for the rest of the night that affected him. So great planning by T and the staff, and then great execution by the kids.
Is that the most mature your receivers have looked in terms of just taking over a game?
Yeah, I've really felt it, you know, really for the last 3 or 4 games, them coming on. You saw Tyler Vaughn's coming on, but how about the maturity of Michael Pittman tonight? And, you know, the numbers won't stay up, but those are big plays that he made in the game, as well as, you know, you always hear about Deontay and Steven, but you're seeing some young guys develop, and that's what you hope your coaching staff does, is they take very young players and they get better from game to game, and that's what we're seeing with that crew.
Clay, is there a sense as a coaching staff that possibly losing a game like this, the fear of maybe a season slipping away from you?
No.
On development, how do you plan to use Matt Fink the rest of the season?
You know, we always talk about when you get your opportunities, make the most of them, and I credit not only Matty but Sam, because Sam used to be the younger brother, now he's the older brother, and he's developing Matty and teaching him, and he's the first one when Matt goes in to go pat him on the butt and say, hey, let's go, this is what I saw, and he did it again tonight. And you know, and it's good to get those valuable reps and that experience from your backup quarterback, and he's done a nice job with the opportunities that he's been given. I'm very proud of him.
Let's do one more.
Clay, how about Josh Patu and Porter Gustin